Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Sean Diddy Combs, baby, you just got hit with another lawsuit. This is Diddy's sixth lawsuit, but y'all, there's two differences. One, Carisha's involved, and two, it's by a man. Y'all, let's get into this mess because also, when you hear the lawsuit, yo, people risk it all for a lot of reasons, but I didn't think him and Carisha's music career would be it. Now, don't get me twisted. Carisha gonna be all right because the City Girls have reunited. But Diddy, let's get into this. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, this is hot off the presses. Y'all, this man said, for months I have sat back quiet. I lost friendships. He did put lost, but I think he meant I lost friendships because you know me and spell check. We don't get along either. A brotherhood, all over a brand I created. I had a vision bigger than some jail and hood ish. I did what most dudes in the hood. I did what most dudes in the hood don't know how to do or forget to do. I trademarked and LLC'd my project. Good for you. You trademark and LLC'd my product. A bunch of backdoor ish took place due to my circumstances of me being incarcerated. So now I'm coming for everything that's owed to me. Woo, gossip in the city is reporting that a man named Charles Kenyatta Jr. is accusing Diddy of trademark infringement and a breach of contract over Act Bad after releasing a song by that name. He's seeking 10 million in damages. Now, oddly enough, people on the inside said that Carisha should be included in the suit because they were performing on Act Bad. But interesting enough, they're not, which leads me to believe rejection is protection. If Carisha and the City Girls are not included on the suit, then that means that they are not the ones that receive the majority of the publishing and the majority of the profits made off of that. So what does that tell you? Diddy tried to do what he did to all bad boy artists, which is take all their royalties, take all their commissions, take all this stuff. He tried to do that to the City Girls. And this is the real reasons the City Girls fell out because JT was not willing to sign all her rights away for Diddy to take advantage of the group. Because let's not forget, the reason Diddy was wearing Carisha Please pajamas is because he owns the majority of the profits on the pajamas. Now, Carisha might own the majority of the profits on Carisha Roulette, or she did show all her earnings per month. She made $1 million last month, but if she made $1 million and Diddy basically had her in a 360 deal, that means how much did Diddy make? You know what I'm saying? Even though karma came for Diddy because Carisha gonna be okay. But let's get into these allegations, shall you say, and see why Carisha and Young Miami are being excluded from this. Because anyone that made money off of this should have to pay for their trademark infringements. Okay, anyway, they said this. This is also off of the Jasmine brand. They went in detail. They said music mogul Diddy continues to find himself battling legal allegations. According to new reports, Diddy was recently sued by a former business associate who's accusing him of theft and contract violation. I know what y'all saying. Who? Which one? That literally, all you got to do is insert somebody's name because I'll say one thing about Diddy. He is literally losing everything right now. But one thing you'll never accuse him of is not making a contract that's not airtight. The lawsuit was filed by an inmate at the Collins Correctional Facility in New York named Charles Kenyatta Jr. Charles was reportedly known as Charlie C. Claims in a legal document that he had a binding agreement with Sean Diddy Combs' company, Bad Boy Part 4 LLC. This is how much Diddy has screwed over people. That he got Bad Boy Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4. Who are his lawyers? Because they know how to hide money. Tasha K should have tried to find out who Diddy's lawyers were. That would have helped her. So Bad Boy Part 4 LLC, which held his trademark for the Act Bad brand. However, He says he never gave permission for the trademark to be capitalized on, despite Diddy doing so. If you recall, last year, the Bad Boy founder released a single of the same name featuring City Girls and Fabulous. He then proceeded to perform the record and sell merchandise with that phrase as well. Upon realizing the trademark was allegedly being used unlawfully, Kenyatta's suit claims his lawyer attempted to reach out to Diddy regarding the matter, but was continuously ignored. Explaining how the trademark was taken for profit without his knowledge, the plaintiff's lawsuit reportedly says the certificate of engagement and release Bad Boy Part 4 LLC contract was made and signed without the consent, assent, or knowledge of Charles Kenyatta Jr. So if I understand this, if his lawyer said it was signed without his consent, because your lawyer is the only one that can act as your agent, who did they get the signature for? And even if somebody signed off on his consent, you had knowledge, I'm guessing constructive, implied, and implicit notice that you did not have this man's consent. So if that was the case, why did you not then try to make a deal? Because get this, now don't forget this happened before the Cassie lawsuit. So Diddy was on his Diddy things and thought he could just ignore people, right? Because you know how when you try to sue a billionaire, they're just like, I'm just going to ignore you because you don't got, they get that Kardashian tea. Like, you don't got enough money. We're going to bury you in court. They said that he was entered into contract with Diddy, owner of Bad Boy Part 4 LLC, without consent. Went on to say the contract was sent to Charlie C's entertainment lawyer, Andrew Covington, on June 1st, 2023. The lawyer contacted Sean Combs' lawyer, Pamela Gurley, and was told the contract was agreed by both parties. After that, the defendant, Sean Combs' lawyer, stopped answering emails from Andrew Covington. Charles went on in the complaint to claim that Diddy, along with another individual involved who is freely referenced as John Doe, worked together. Let me find this out. This is Harvey Pierre. Worked together to force him out of the original trademark agreement. How is that possible? That somebody can force you out of a trademark agreement? Hold on. We're going to need more information because now I find this very pleasing to me and my homegirl. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, where are we at? Okay, here we go. I had to go to thejasmine.com to get the rest of the story. Okay, he was continuing. Okay. Upon realizing the trademark was allegedly being used unlawfully, Charles claims his lawyer attempted to reach out to Diddy regarding the matter, but he kept ignoring him. Explaining how the trademark was taken for profit without his knowledge, he said, it was signed without his consent. Again, when they found out, Diddy stopped answering letters. They're saying that Diddy purposely infringed on Act Bad trademark and bad faith. You guys have to know that when you purposely infringe, there are punitive damages that can be up to treble. Sometimes that's 3, sometimes as much as 7 times more than what the damages were just because you intentionally did it. Because if that's the case, everybody would just take somebody's trademark and then just pay them like, okay, fine, because it's cheaper to pay you than to go around it. So, wouldn't it be funny if Harvey Pierre was the one doing that? Anyway, they went on to say Sean Combs made a song called Act Bad and wanted to sell Act Bad merchandise, a percentage of the net profits for the recorded song and music video, also a percentage of merchandise, t-shirts, hats, etc. He did not sign the contract because he was incarcerated, and any contract should have been forwarded to his power of attorney to sign on his behalf. Secondly, it was another person's name on the contract that had to be removed. The percentage was not of the plaintiff's liking. There was no upfront or advance monetary, and it was a bunch of miscellaneous things plaintiff wanted to remove off the contract. The defendant wrote this. I hope this isn't his lawyer against Diddy, but then again, Diddy's been weakened, so maybe it might work. They said the defendant, Sean Combs and John Doe, is it Harvey Pierre, had a scheme to illegally squeeze out Charles Kenyatta Jr. from the contract. Plaintiff's lawyer told Sean Combs' lawyer and John Doe's lawyer that John Doe has no ownership of Act Bad and should not be in the contract. A few weeks after that, the defendant, Sean Combs and John Doe were seen on stage performing the song Act Bad together. After defendant Sean Combs and John Doe signed the contract without Charles Kenyatta Jr.'s consent, the defendant Sean Combs used a trademark. Use of trademark caused confusion as the affiliation connected. Now, listen, he's suing Diddy for 10 million damages, but y'all gonna have to hold on because I'm about to go Google who Diddy has performed Act Bad with. It better not be Christian Combs. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I did a little research and it's unclear. I do want to say this. There's of course him performing it with Fabulous and the City Girls. That John Doe would mean that he tried to put Fabulous's name on the contract. However, it was a time where he was performing Act Bad with his sons Justin and Quincy. And that might have been during, I don't know if he performed, but remember when he received his Lifetime Honor Award and his family was dressed in red, like being his hype man, and he also performed with them. I'm not sure whether he performed Act Bad with them, but he does put a lot of stuff in his kid's name. I don't know, y'all. What do you think of this? I do know that this lawsuit that he's facing, again, he keeps naming this person John Doe. I feel like if it was Justin actually owns a lot of has a lot of stuff in his name from Diddy. Diddy did that to hide from the creditors. So it makes me feel like if it was Justin, he would have named him with that. Y'all, let's see. It's not to his they performed the song At Bat together. It has to be Fabulous. So he tried to put Fabulous. Did he try to get Fabulous on the contract to get some of the commissions? Is that how he paid Fabulous? Y'all, listen. At this point, anybody, listen, at this point, anybody, Diddy's not going to be able to come back from this because on top of him having these allegations, on top of him paying out, on top of the whole world piling on him, we keep forgetting that he was one of the worst people to have a contract with. We keep forgetting how badly he used and abused everybody around him. We keep forgetting what happened to Dating Kane, Day 26, Little Kim. Just insert a name. We keep forgetting what happened. And now we all remember, even if none of this mess with Cassie and the Cassie like allegations were true, you're still a horrible person. And people, for whatever reason, because you had your billionaire class friends protecting you, were afraid to say anything. But baby, times are changing. Times are changing, baby. Clive Davis and those bubble baths ain't going to protect you. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be going live tonight too. Talk to y'all later. Bye.